Aha, you thought this was just an intro. No. Suddenly she's talking and she's moving the boy as if the boy was talking. No, he's not. Boy yapping buffer. Hello. It is Saturday morning now, so it is day 4 for me already. I'm sorry I didn't upload the day 3 vlog. What? Vlog? Yesterday. I was just super tired and destroyed after a very long day. I will get on the editing and voiceovering right now after this, yeah. And I will upload that maybe towards the European morning. So yeah. I'm talking to you as if I'm gonna send this before the vlog. No, when you're seeing this, the vlog is already up. Oh my god. So I don't know when this is, but hi, I'm here. I'm doing a vlog. Little disclaimer already. Day 4 will very likely be a lot shorter because my energy level is very low after the long day yesterday, so I don't think I'm gonna do a ton today. I'm gonna edit this, and at some point I'm gonna go outside and do stuff, but I will take it very easy because I am destroyed. My legs hurt so much because I walked a lot more than I usually do, which is not at all. We'll see. I'm just trying to keep up with the vlogs. I don't want to get to a point where I'm like super behind. I might at some point start combining days, like 2 days into one vlog. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure if I can keep this up for 20 days, but yeah, I'll do my best. I hope you didn't miss me too much. I miss you a lot. I'm not saying I'm homesick, but as excited as I was for this trip, I do recognize the moments when I'm alone, and maybe things aren't going as well, spoilers, and then I kind of wish I had the comfort of my own home. However, that reminds me, I still have a marzipan egg from German Aldi, which my mom gave me the day before I left, and I was like, oh yeah, I can take this as like travel snack, and I never ate it. So it is here in my hotel room on my desk, and I've kind of been saving it, but this might help me when I feel homesick. We'll see. Okay, for now, this little boy says goodbye. And also, heads up, I didn't take any videos. It's gonna be pictures only with a lot of voiceover. I'm sorry about that. You'll see why. Okay, bye! My day started quite early. I guess jet lag's effects or something. I woke up at 4 a.m. or something, and then I was really curious to see the comments on the last vlog, so I watched that, and that kind of ruined everything for me in terms of trying to sleep on. So I was up very early. I ate some snacks in my hotel room, and then went out much earlier than I had to for my hairdresser appointment, which I was quite excited for. I got these sandwiches from Daily Yamazaki. This is another konbini. As you can see, it's egg and tuna. The egg was fine, but it was definitely not as good as the one from 7-Eleven, so there is an actual difference. It's not all just rebranded same things. The tuna mayo was really good though. It was had a nice amount of onion in there, so quite flavorful. And I kind of stuffed these into my face at the at the train stations on my way to the hairdresser. I got a 72-hour subway ticket today, which should save me a little bit of money. It's about $10, and it only applies to the subways in Tokyo, but that's not a huge issue. There are some lines I cannot take with this, which might be quicker for some destinations, but overall I think this is gonna be fine. I have a few things planned for today as well as the next days, so this should come in handy. It was pretty easy to get. I bought it via an app, and I got a QR code that I just scanned at a little machine, and then I had it. It's really easy, really nice. There's a lot of really good ways to travel cheaply in Japan if you know where to look. Hairy boy yapping buffer. This picture cracks me up. I want to give a quick introduction to the whole topic of the hairdresser. So, through a friend, shout out to my favorite panda, I got the idea of getting a straight perm in Japan. It's something that they do in Japan, and they do it very well. They're very proficient in hairstyling in general here. And I naturally have some quite wavy or even curly hair that I find very hard to deal with. Especially when it gets humid or it rains a little bit, it puffs up like nobody's business, and I kind of hate the look of that. At the same time, I don't want to be bothered using a straightener and all that after every shower. So I thought doing a straight perm would be a great way to ease the burden on myself a little bit and feel effortlessly pretty for quite a few months, because that would actually be so permanent that your hair has to grow out for it to actually stop working. So that's the plan I had when going to the hair salon. Here you get to see the before pic. As you see, kind of wavy. It would be much stronger if I didn't do certain things to it after I wash it. Also, really, not really in shape anymore. And this is the after. It looks obviously very sleek, very nice, very pretty. Unfortunately, it's not what I wanted. The stylist told me that because I had some residual bleached highlights in my hair, that a straight perm would not work, because my hair has too many different parts between not natural and bleached, so the result would not be even, because the treatment or the process used for the straight perm would affect the hair differently. So that was very disappointing at that point. After some discussion, I asked if I could instead get my hair colored. That was my first idea, actually. I wanted to get my hair colored a little bit like my VTuber, so in a gray tone, silver gray. And she seemed reluctant because obviously since I have dark hair, it's not easy to just go gray. You would have to bleach the whole thing. So instead, she said she would like to do a color just on top of my normal hair. And she said it was going to be still pretty nice. It had a nice silver tone with like cool bluish undertones, and I was satisfied with that. But as you can see on the previous pictures, and also a little bit on the boy here, it didn't turn out grayish or silver or cool at all. It's honestly kind of golden. I don't hate the color, it's just way different than what I wanted and what I'm used to. And I just hope I hope I can get used to it. So right now, or like after the appointment, I looked nice because my hair was blown dry and straightened and full of treatment. But I just know after the next hair wash, it's gonna look all weird and poofy again, and that's what made me really, really sad after that. You might think, no, Mari, why didn't you tell the hairdresser to change it, blah, blah, blah. At that point, I had already been there for like 3 to 4 hours, and I was kind of done with everything and just wanted to leave. So that's why. I really couldn't bring it over myself. Like, I don't know, couldn't bring myself to tell the stylist that, hey, sorry, I hate this, please redo it. She was a really sweet lady, and honestly, watching her cut the hair was very inspiring. You could tell she took a ton of care. She really knew what she was doing. I think the cut and everything, it looks really, really nice. It just doesn't work for the way I handle my hair and for what I had wanted to have. So after that, I thought I'd treat myself to a really nice lunch, and since it was past 2 p.m. at this point, I thought I would have an easy time getting into the place I had picked out, but nope. We had a huge line and you couldn't even queue up anymore. They were just like booked solid. So instead I went to Family Mart and got myself a funny cheeky, which is delicious. It was my first of this trip, certainly not my last. I love it. The whole area I didn't really feel good in. I mean, my mood was already down, but also this was a very posh kind of Fifth Avenue or whatever similar equivalent in Tokyo. So lots of brand name stores, lots of people who shop in those stores. I did not feel at home at all. Had some struggle finding the next subway station and was just annoyed at that point. So when you're in a bad mood, you might know this, like everything kind of piles up, so that did not help. I took the subway to a spot west of the city center named Ogikubo. This is where there's a special stationery store that I wanted to go to because they stock Palace Cat items. And according to my rules or my plans of this trip, I got out at this station even though the store is quite a little walk away. So I had a stroll through some very nice neighborhoods. Not many stores at all, really just residential houses. The weather was nice, and as you can see, there's some very pretty little Japanese dwellings. It felt nice, but the walk was very long and I was still pissed, so I don't think I could enjoy it as much as I had wanted to. But at last I did reach the store, and that was a really good experience. The store clerk was super nice and helped me find and pick out a lot of Palace Cat related items. And I got everything in this little paper bag with a Palace Cat stamp on it. And I think I'm actually gonna do a quick video now from my hotel room to show you what I got. So you're not only staring at pictures today. Yay for that. So at the place I got, among a few things I'm not gonna show because they're like gifts for other people, mostly things with this pattern. So they have one pattern that they apply to several items, which is fine for me. These are clear files. Honestly, something I have so many of from Japan I don't really use, but I cannot go past them. They're cheap and they are nice and they have manuals on them. I'm going to put all my important manual things in here, whatever that may be. Then there's a notepad, but it's not just like one design. It has 4 designs, which this is really lovely. I use notepads a lot. This is going to put me in that position where I'm like, it's so cute, I don't want to use it, so but we'll see. At least I have it now. And then there's also stickers, seals. So several like elements of the same pattern in sticker form that I will also probably not use, but I like collecting stuff. And then there's one really cool item. It's a stamp roller. Or roll stamp, and it's gonna make this pattern here, which is honestly like just a manual pogging, and that's so on brand, and I hope I can use this a lot. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I do have my little stamp book here, and I did get a stamp in Ogikubo. No, I don't think I can do this with one hand. I don't want to ruin it. So I'll do this in a second and I'll post a picture after. But yay! Also, happy. Here is the finished page. The stamp applied really easily. I don't even know where the ink is, but magic, I don't know. And then I opened the pack with the seals. There's so many in there! And yeah, I just picked one that said Manuel, and now I have so many of them. I'm gonna try to use them. Like maybe whenever I send something to a gato, I'm gonna sticker one of these on there. Forgot to say, while checking out, the clerk actually gifted me this. So they didn't have any washi tape in store with the Manuel design. And this one, he actually took this out of the dispenser, so it's also like half used up. But he was like, here, I'm giving you this, because obviously I told him that I love Manuels. So that was super, super sweet. I'm happy. So after that pretty successful stationery run, I had planned to return back to my hotel. But then I thought, oh no, I'm just gonna be very depressed and sad if I just go back now. Luckily, Kira had messaged me asking if I wanted to meet up, maybe get dinner. So I instead drove to Akihabara, where both Kira and another friend of ours, Sierra, were already checking out some merch stores, or how they call it here, character goods. We walked around the first one a little bit and then headed to another that was both Sierra's and my favorite, where, yeah, we had a good time. We looked around a lot. They had so many VTuber items. It's really become a huge selling point here. And I got a little Botan sticker from a gacha pack, or rather Sierra got that in her gacha pack and she gave it to me. And I got a few others, some of which I can gift to friends because it's their faves. So that was pretty nice. And then the Fuwamoko or the Mokoko name tag, Kira bought the matching Fuwawa one. So if we ever manage to do our cosplay of Fuwamoko, we're gonna wear those. And then, of course, I already posted this picture on Twitter and in my Discord. As you can tell, by this point, my mood was a little better. So when I saw that sign on the floor, I was like, hey, Kira, take my picture. I don't know, it's fun. It was a good time. I really like this store. And afterwards, Kira and I went to get some pizza. We had talked the day before about how apparently Japan is known to make really good Neapolitan pizza, so we had wanted to try. I looked up restaurants in the vicinity, and this one had the best ratings. It was in a hotel bar. The pizza was pretty good, I want to say, but it could be better. Like we've both had better Neapolitan pizzas before, but maybe we can try again in Japan. I'm not gonna give up. I feel like I can have a really good pizza experience in this country. So I got the margarita and Kira got one. It was just called salame, but it had a ton of other things on there, and honestly very little salami. So there was artichokes, olives, mushrooms, yeah, and like a pitiful amount of salami. I didn't like this one as much, but Kira did, so that's good. I also got a little Moscow Mule to accompany the thing, because at this point I felt like I need some alcohol. I didn't feel any alcohol though. Also, it had a very distinct cinnamon taste, which was not bad, but also not something I expected. Either way, that was basically the end of the day for me. Afterwards, I just headed back to the hotel and fell asleep pretty much within like half an hour. Like I just gave up on trying to make the vlog. I turned off the light and then I was gone, and I slept for 11 hours. Okay, so the vlog actually became super long. What the hell? I yapped way too much. I'm not gonna say I'm sorry. We'll see. The next one is definitely gonna be shorter unless something super exciting happens tonight. Who knows? But for now, I say goodbye and I'll see you in the next one.